So, hello, good morning. Another day in the sun. Today I'm going to show you the next barangay over, which is called Quepombo. Very hot, very sunny. Got my UV umbrella to keep the sun off me. I've got my bag, my water in it. Apparently three people have collapsed this week, in either through heat exhaustion or the sunstroke. So you must go, always have your water with you and your little UV umbrella to keep the sun off you. Also very busy. Time's about 9:30 a.m. and there will be lots of edits on this video. It's about a 40-minute walk, so obviously I'm not gonna give you the whole route. Every now and again I'll stop and show you some sights, so that's what we'll do. So that'll be it for now. Start my journey. So technically, this is where Msapa starts. Msapa is obviously that way, and technically you walk straight into Quepombo. This is the Quepombo barangay, but it's still another good 25 minutes walk before you're actually in town. Well, not town, but the barangay. It's not really a town. It's a big village. Yeah. So I'm just continuing my walk. I only did 2,500 steps yesterday. Very warm. I was very lazy. So I'm going to try and walk the whole way. I won't get a jeepney. I'll try and have a slow and steady walk the whole way. And try and get my 10,000 steps in. Or 11,000 steps. I've upped my steps to 11,000. Not that it means anything. Like I say, I only did 2,500 yesterday. But it's a nice goal to set and achieve. This weather, wow, it's warm. It's warm. So, you know, one day at a time. Oh, there's a school there. Not much really along this road. Store after store. Many stores, as always. That's good if you need water or ice cream. There's always a store. So anyway, look, there's a store there. And you walk literally 10 paces and there's a store there. And another 10 paces there'll be another store. There's a car wash there. Always a little bit of something going on. There's a church here. But anyways, so I'm gonna continue my journey for another 20-25 minutes, and when we're in the centre of Quepombo, I'll come back on and show you a few things that are there. I'll go to a shop called Budget King, got my loyalty card. And I go shop at a place called Budget King, need a couple of things. I'll go there and okay, almost done. So here we are on the outskirts of the main drag, as it were. Very busy today here. Very windy. Blowing my umbrella inside out. Very noisy with going on. Cars, jeepneys. But basically, this is like the main part of Cape Pombo, where there's a shop for every occasion. You've got Xerox places, many eateries, many stores, many people. You've got places that sell everything. Not really a lot you can't get here, although I did come here for a belt one time and visited every clothes store here and no one had a belt. Ended up ordering one off Shopee, which is the UK equivalent of eBay. Shopee or Lazada. There's two main sites like that. Of course, there's always Amazon. Amazon are out here doing things. But yeah, many stores. There's a fish store there. You've got your general store there. You've got your fruit and veg there. You've got your chocolate store there. You've got your houseware store there. You sell all your plasticware and pots and pans. There's like a mini McDonald's there that just do fries, burgers and sundaes. They don't do everything that a McDonald's does. It's like a mini version of McDonald's. Stores there, clothes store, another general merchandise, plasticware and things. You got to be careful. These people with their motorbikes, if there's a car in the way, they'll just come on the path and get around them. And obviously the path is where I walk, or where people walk. So you forever dodging, when it's busy, you're forever dodging cars and motorbikes and tricycles. And the tricycles go past. Yeah, so there's a petrol station there. Yeah, like I say, you get 67 peso to the pound. And on that sign it says 56, 59, 59. So you're talking 98p a litre, which is okay, but it's the same as everywhere. The price only reflects the economy. I mean, in the UK you get paid a bit more, but everything's a little bit more expensive. Everything here is a little bit cheaper, but the wages are not as much. You know better off wherever you are. The wage always reflects, your salary, your pay always reflects what the economy is of the country. It'd be nice to be paid a UK wage and live here. So you'd live like a king every day. But they don't, so you don't. There's like a hardware store there. So it all goes on. And the good thing about here, or not so much the good thing, but everything's in English. You go past the barbers and it's got barber shop, and you go past the hardware store and it says hardware. There's very, very little in their own language. I mean, there on that lamppost, maybe you can see it. I don't even think I can see it. The apartment for rent in English. There, no parking in English. All this glass and lamination, all in English. Everything's in English. Even the music that they play, you'll find 9 times out of 10 it's an English, British, or an English song, one you'll recognise from England. Very rarely do they play a local song. I mean, when I lived in China, they never played English songs. One in 10 is an English song. Here, 1 in 10 is a local Philippine song. There's loads of eateries and restaurants. I can imagine it's not too exciting for you. It's not that exciting for me, to tell you the truth. There's a couple of markets. There's a market there. There's the fish and the meat. Stores. It's nothing but constant stores. People are looking at me, which I hate. This is where I go for my plasticware. A little mats for my room, and to do all the brushes and plasticware, water bottles. You got your bakery there, your roadside veg stall there. Gotta be careful. It's getting to a very busy junction. And people just don't care. They'll sooner run you over than ride around you. Here, all across here, zebra crossing where I'm going to cross to go to the store. A zebra crossing means nothing either. Don't expect anyone to stop at a zebra crossing. Except the good man there, thank you. Always a traffic officer to stop the traffic for you. So, here I come like that. This, I don't know if you see it, Angel Burger, nice place. It's always buy one, take one. You know, the 50 peso for a burger and it's buy one, take one. So that's all good. They do hot dogs, burgers, chorizo burgers. So, anyways, I'm at the place where I go shopping, which is called Budget King. I don't know if I'm showing things right when I turn the camera around, but what I'm going to do is pack up my few bits, go in, do a little bit of shopping. Okay, alright. So that's my little, just on the camera out, that's my little bit of shopping done. Just a couple of bits, wash powder and a couple of bits. I've just got to go to this plasticware store and get some containers for my coffee and things, because it all needs to be kept in a dry, sealed container. Otherwise, it just like all just clumps up into one big congealed mess. But I'm still getting used to this camera. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the hardware store, the plasticware store, and get them a couple of bits. I also need one of those hand sanitizer things. I can clip to my bag. So the last one broke. So I'm on my way. This is the road back to Msapa. Bakery. That's a good veg store there. For fruit, good fruit stall. All right. Not today, thanks. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. People looking at me like I'm a tourist. This is the shop I use for all my plasticware and brushes and little mats in my room. They do a bit of everything. So I'm going to leave it here and maybe come back to you on my way back for a couple of minutes. There's something interesting to show you. Boom! Here we are at the farm, my quiet hour. I'm I'm going to have my quiet hour. Yeah, went to Cape Pombo earlier. Did 9,000 of my 11,000 steps. By the time I've come here and gone back, I'll be 10,500 steps. Good enough for me. Good enough for me for one day. Very hot today, 32, I believe. Oops, I'll just drop my lighter. Yes, 32. Very warm, very long walk. So I went there, Cape Pombo, came back, had my lunch, had a shower, come to the farm to discuss what I touched on earlier, the language. Now, 90% of things here are written in plain English, the Western English. There's very little that's written in their local dialect. As far as I know, there's, I'm not an expert on the country and the languages. This is my perception of how things are. It's nothing. Don't take my word for everything. I could be wrong. I could be right. But I don't know. But what I'm saying is, there are like two languages here. Two main languages. You've got your Tagalog, which is universally Philippine language. And then you've got a language called Bisaya, which is the language that was used in Panabo when I lived in Panabo. It was the language that was used in Bohol when I was in Bohol, and it's the language that's used in Cebu, which is an island just north of Bohol. And so you've got this Bisaya, and you've got your Tagalog. And you'd be surprised how many people know English. Everyone knows English. It's like you can speak to anyone. You can go up to anyone and say, "Hey, how are you?" and they will understand and know what you mean. Everyone understands and speaks English, although it be slightly broken sometimes and they don't understand everything all the time. But I will excuse that because I know nothing when it comes to their language, which is quite shameful. I should show a bit of respect and learn their language. I know a few words. For example, you've got, I had it earlier, I had a few words I was going to explain. In Tagalog, you've got sarap, which means tasty, yummy. Now, in Bisaya, the word for tasty is lami. So you've got sarap in Tagalog and lami in Bisaya, as far as I know. You've also got, I think the word in Tagalog for no is dili, and the word for no in Bisaya is wala. You got dili and wala. So there is a little bit of difference in the language. Some of it's the same, a lot of it's the same. There's just, but like I say, everyone knows the English. You can talk to anyone and they'll understand what you, or understand 90% of what you're on about. But like I say, I'm not going to fault that because I know nothing of their language. If someone come up to me and said, "Hey, how are you?" in Bisaya or Tagalog, I'd just be like, not a clue. But so the language is quite easy to get on here because a lot of it, I've shown you the signs earlier. Everything's written in plain English. Very little is written in their local dialect. So it's very easy to get on here. Unlike, I'll keep mentioning it, China. That was a nightmare to get on there. Not only did I not understand their language, even when it's written down, it's just a load of, well, you know what Chinese language is like. It's just like, well, I've got Chinese there. It's just lines and characters. There's no sort of spelling to it. and even when you're writing your characters, change one of those characters and it can mean a whole totally different sentence. It could be written like, I am off to the park, and then you change one of those characters and it could mean, what is your favourite colour? It really is that difficult. I ended up in China, I ended up understanding a few words and speaking a few words, but to read and write their language, I think, is a slight impossibility. So that's the kind of language side of things here. I mean, I know a few words now. I can't think off the top of my head, but they come to me as I'm walking down the street. When you've got the kids coming up to you begging for money, give me money, give me money. That's what they don't say. Please, can you spare a peso or two? They just go, give me money. Yeah, whatever. Labas means be on, get out. Well, you say that's another thing between Bisaya and Tagalog. You say wala pela, which is Tagalog for I have no money, or you say wala quata, which is Bisaya for I have no money. There's two ways to say be on, right? You can say alis or labas. Alis means be on, labas means get out, or these are the sort of words to tell people to be on when they come round. Other than that, there's my video for the day. I'll go back and edit this, because earlier I had my umbrella, I had my bag with my water, I had my selfie stick, my towel, and my camera was all over, and I was having a nightmare time earlier trying to just kind of make a decent video. But I've come to my quiet place for an hour, give you 5 minutes of my quiet time where the camera isn't shaky and there isn't cars and people bibbing around. So that's what I'm going to do. While I'm here, I'll probably do a little TikTok, make a funny little TikTok video as I do, which is at JarvisCocker3 for all you that want to add my brilliant self to your TikTok. So yeah, that's it for today.